Hi guys, this is Carolina Varsity's 2015. We are going into week 9, and we got the Battle of Park Road. This will be Catholic or South Mecklenburg going over to play Charlotte Catholic. I'm Dale Ross.
And I'm Matt Morrow, the Pep Man, and I tell you, I actually live right in between both of these schools, so it's pretty cool to see this. But I'm not going to be there. But well, you're gonna have a really good game here. For Catholic, I think you got to follow the West Meck blueprint on defense. Obviously,
Right.
South Meck was held to 7 points and been held in check like that all season. Of course, losing Antonio Wallace is a big reason for
Right.
that. But load the box, and they got a great front seven over at Catholic, and force that backup quarterback to beat you. Now, the difference is West Meck's got speed back there in the secondary that can handle anything that South Meck can throw at you passing game wise.
Right.
Catholic's weak point is the secondary.
Right.
So if they load the box, they got to be careful because South Meck has enough ability to get behind Catholic. I don't think they could get behind West Meck. So that's the difference here. Load the box, but maybe you play a little softer coverage behind that if you're Catholic. Offensively, I think they can run some play action on early downs. They did that against Olympic, had a lot of success. Of course, a lot of people think the Catholic tendency is to run the ball, but under Broderick, they've been a lot more balanced.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they keep, mixing that up. For South Met, they got to find some kind of passing consistency with the backup quarterback. Their offensive line has got to step up and be able to come off the ball so they can run the football and help out the backup. Defense, you got to contain the outside run against Catholic. For some reason, Catholic ran a lot outside against Olympic. They didn't run right up the middle. I don't know if it was a game plan thing or what.
I'd say they must have seen something because against Barry it was just, I won't say just the opposite, but
Okay.
they did do a lot of their inside runs, so
Okay.
they must have seen something.
Okay. Well, I think for South, contain the outside run, and they got two good defensive ends there.
Mm-hmm.
Running right at South Meck, can Catholic do it? Of course they can do it. They've been doing it for years, but I think you got to keep them out, keep them from getting outside first of all, because that's where the big plays tend to happen.
Right.
They run the ball up the middle to pound you 3, 4, 5 yards, and then they get that outside run game going. That's when the big plays start coming. But South Meck, man, you've got to find something on offense.
Right. I agree.
To stay in this game. I think their defense can keep them in it for a little while. I don't think Catholic will come out and just blow them out of the water like they did Olympic. But, if they're going to have a chance to win, they got to find something.
Yeah, if I'm South Mecklenburg, I would probably and Coach White knows these things. He's an old man like me. Uh, I'd run a 5-man front. Let's see. I have my ways of how I would defend the wing T, and I like to have a nose guard and B, I like stand up ends because, as you've seen with Catholic, they like to throw to their ends. So you need to be able to jam their ends, and I really like a stand up defensive end who can box in and force the plays back inside. Uh, South does have two D1 ends.
Mm-hmm.
So you would hope that they can contain the outside run game and force it back inside, which is definitely what they need to do. Their secondary is going to have to be aware of the tight ends for Catholic who can catch the ball. I think one of the bigger differences in Catholic this year and in previous is those guys have a little bit softer hands. They have better hands. They catch the ball a little bit better. I think Catholic has always had a quarterback that could throw the ball decently, at least, and maybe even well to degrees. But it's been varying degrees of guys being able to catch the ball. And this year they've got guys that can catch the ball. So that's obviously a concern. You flip over on the, flip things around. The way you attack Catholic is the pass. And Kennedy is, he's West Mecklenburg has kids that can match up with him speed wise, but Kennedy can potentially be a game changer for them if they can get the ball to him. And I I don't know with this quarterback situation how well that's going to work.
They gotta work on their screen game.
Yeah.
You know, Elam is the backup quarterback's name. He's got experience, but obviously hadn't played the tight end in the slot. He hadn't had a lot of game experience, so maybe that
Right.
West Meck game was kind of a work the kinks out kind of deal. They're not in a terrible spot.
Mm-hmm.
The loss definitely hurts them, but they're
Sure.
still 6-1, 2-1 in the league. So
And they've got all the top, what we thought were the top contender teams in the league to play yet. So,
right.
when they went out, they probably win the conference and finish first. Obviously, Catholic is in first place, and they went out. They have the conference in lock. So,
Right.
South is not in a bad spot, but boy, the way that you perform South Friday night, record, what we see, there's a big gap there. You guys are going to have to.
And here's the thing, man. You lose a star player, and I call Antonio Walls a star player.
Right, sure.
He's been a good quarterback the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
People have got to step up. Offensive line, your defense,
Yep.
you got to carry it. It's your time to shine. You got to step up and lead this team. If you want to win this conference, you got to go through Charlotte Catholic, and they're coming in your house.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Coming in your house to take it.
Yeah.
That's what they say. And they're going to make it their field. So, do you own it? Do you own your own field? Well, I guess we're going to find out. That'll be Friday night. Will be a big game. I guarantee you that the stands will be packed. It's going to be hard to get in.
Mm-hmm.
The Catholic people will be there, and the South Meck people will be there.
Should be a great environment.
It should be an
Great
awesome environment. Exactly. Thanks. I hope you guys have a great ball
The
game.
winner also gets the food line.
Ah, there you go. Fighting for the food line. There you go.